Hi guys, welcome back to Cernys Kids. We're going to do a virtual road trip to Vermont today.
Vermont? Alright guys, if you haven't, you can go on cernysjourneys.com and get a copy of your map, print one out. You can also follow the link to our blog and follow our journeys or create your own. Alright guys, let's talk about Vermont. Find it on your map.
Right here.
Alright, let's talk about Vermont. Vermont was the 14th state to join the United States in 1791. In fact, it was the first state to become part of the United States after the original 13 colonies. Makes sense being it's number 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's talk a little bit about Vermont. Vermont, the capital is Montpelier, I think is how they say it.
Montpelier.
And the biggest is Burlington. Do you remember going to Burlington?
Yes.
All right. And it is called the Green Mountain State. Do you remember how green it was?
There was a lot of mountains.
And actually Vermont means green. So Mont means mountain and Ver means green.
There's
so
a lot
that makes
of
perfect
mountains.
sense. Yeah, there was a lot of mountains. And so the borders are, you want to read it? New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, New York, Massachusetts.
And to the north is Canada. And it is the home of maple syrup. What do we use maple syrup on? You use it this...
Pancakes.
Pancakes. What'd you use it on this morning? For breakfast, what'd you eat? Do you remember?
Waffles.
Waffles. All right. So let's talk a little bit about Vermont. Our first stop is going to be Ben and Jerry's.
We made this at Ben and Jerry's.
We did make it at Ben and Jerry's. So Ben and Jerry's factory is actually in Vermont, and it's actually quite fun. So in oh my gosh, I totally lost my facts. I love this. I hate when I do this. So long time ago in 1978.
There was pigs.
Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield founded Ben and Jerry's. And actually the funny thing about it is in Burlington, Vermont was where they first started selling ice cream, and it was actually in a gas station.
Stop making me want to eat ice cream.
Well, maybe we can have some afterwards. So I actually told Daddy to go to the grocery store to get us a Ben and Jerry's, but he has not done that yet. So maybe after this we need to convince him to. Okay, anyways, let's keep on talking. So, obviously, they make ice cream. They make frozen yogurt, and they make sherbet.
Oh, the ice cream is the best.
It is the best. So, some of their most popular favorite flavors are Chubby Hubby, chocolate chip cookie dough.
Ooh, oh, that's my favorite.
Half-baked, Cherry Garcia, chocolate brownie fudge.
What the?
I know, all of them sound very, very good. So you can go on Ben & Jerry's and you can do a tour of how they make ice cream. It's a 13-step process in how they make their ice cream. And so go to their website and check out how they make ice cream. It's kind of cool.
Make our own.
Yeah, and we've actually gone there ourselves and we've been able to eat some, so it was good.
What kind did we eat?
I don't remember what flavor they were testing.
I think it was like chocolate chip cookie dough.
No, it was like a waffle or something. They had it was delicious. That's all.
It was like cookie dough.
It was good.
Can I go there right now?
You can't. They're closed. I know. And just so you know, Ben and Jerry's known for their free cone days. Due to everything that's been going on with the pandemic, that has been suspended. As soon as everything goes back, on their website they say they will announce when they're going to have their free cone day. So, be on the lookout for free cone days. We like those.
I want some ice cream.
I know. Maybe we'll do that today.
You
All right.
made me want ice cream.
I'm sorry, guys. So the next stop, we're going to go to the Marsh-Billing-Rockefeller Mansion. So this is one of two national parks that actually are in Vermont. The other one really is kind of an honorable mention because it's not all in Vermont. So we're going to focus on the Marsh-Billings-Rockefeller Mansion. And this is actually in Woodstock, Vermont. And so a little bit of history about it. Charles Marsh built it in 1805. And then it was purchased by Frederick Billings in 1869. And he established and managed a forest as well as a dairy farm from the property. And so what ended up happening is his granddaughter, after he passed away, his granddaughter in 1954, Mary French Rockefeller, inherited the property. Hence why it's called the Marsh-Billing-Rockefeller Mansion. All of those families at one point in time owned it. And so in 1992, the Rockefeller family donated the mansion and property to the U.S. parks. And so that's when it was established as a national park. If you go online, you can go and look at some of the history, the families, find out about the people, and look at different photos, as well as there's a lot of educational projects that you can do. Probably more for an older generation of kids, but still some cool things that you can find. Look at some of the animals that are in the forest and other things. So definitely, again, we love our national parks, guys, right?
Yeah.
So definitely check it out, because we like to touch base on at least one national park in every state that we touch. So this is the one we're highlighting for Vermont. All right, guys, the last thing we're going to talk about is the circus. I know.
The circus?
We're going to talk about the circus. You want to know why we're going to talk about the circus? I'll tell you in a minute. But you guys, do you know what a circus is?
Yeah.
What is a circus?
People dance.
Yeah, there's clowns, and there's acrobats, and there's people who juggle.
I want to be an acrobat.
There's people who juggle. In fact, we should actually we should get your dad to get some balls and juggle really quickly for us. Your dad actually is really good at juggling, so
do it.
Why? Yeah, he should do that while we're talking. Anyway, so there used to be animals. There's not animals anymore, but there's musicians and tightrope people and people who do trapeze and all types of fun stuff that goes on at a circus. And originally, in 1768, there was a guy by the name of Philip Ashley who is credited for the modern circus. And so he brought the circus into kind of what it was modern times then. It was more open air at that time. And now they do it mostly in tents. But the reason why we're going to talk about, or why we're talking about the circus, is because in Greensboro, Vermont, Rob Merriman founded an international youth nonprofit organization called Circus Smirkus. I know, that sounds really fun. Circus Smirkus. Can you say that? It's kind of a tongue twister.
Circus Smirkus.
Can you say it?
Circus Smirkus.
Okay, so he founded it in 1987. And so he's got a mission to promote the skills and cultures and traditions of the circus. And so they do a traveling circus with youth, with kids, mainly the ages of 10 to 18. And so they really want to inspire that. And so he has juggling and clowns and trapeze and all that other stuff. This is cool because if you go on Circus Smirkus's website, there is online circus training that you guys can take. Do you guys want to learn how to juggle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, it sounds pretty fun. So they have these online training classes where you can learn to be a clown, or you can learn to juggle. They have hula hooping.
I only know how to hula hoop with my arm.
Well, see, if you go to Circus Smirkus, I'm really not good at saying that.
Circus Smirkus.
Circus Smirkus. You can learn all of the fun things that they do in the circus, and they have virtual stuff. So definitely recommend. Vermont has been fun for us. Not only do we leave wanting to learn how to juggle, we leave hungry for ice cream, don't we?
Yep.
All right.
I'm just going to eat something right now.
All right, guys, let's say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.